Hi, it's Eva Knox, Life Transformation Coach, talking to you one more time about the life transformation process. I have two other videos that I hope you'll check out. I'm going to quickly recap in case you don't see those other videos. This is the group life transformation process is coming up on August 15th, 2013, and you can register on my website, which is evalutioncoach.com. That's EVALUTION coach, COACH.com. And I hope you'll go there and do that immediately if you are ready to change your life. For now, I would like to tell you about the phases of the life transformation process and brief summary of what they entail. Phase 1 is discovery. This is your life. So what we're going to do during this phase is, number 1, life balance map. It's a grid. It's a piece of paper. And it has different areas of your life identified around the center part, which is your top priorities right now. So you're going to rate these areas of your life as to how satisfied you are with them right now and make some notes about why. Satisfied or dissatisfied, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're going to prioritize which areas you most want to focus on right now based on which ones you're least happy with and have the biggest impact on your overall life and sense of happiness right now. We're also, during the discovery stage, we also do look at Myers-Briggs type in a really short version that's easy to do. It's quick. We do a strengths test and we do a values assessment. That helps you know where you're starting from. It's really empowering, it's really useful, it makes most people feel really good about themselves because it kind of says, this is me, this is what's unique about me, this is why why I like myself, why I'm awesome, what I'm about. So then you can jump off from there and help the rest of your life line up better with all that stuff. Phase 2 is transformation. This is where, when I was talking about the empowered and disempowered ways of being in the previous video, your disempowered, quote, way of being can also be referred to as a lot of other things. Some spiritual teachers and writings will call it the ego. You can have your empowered self and still actually have some ego left, even if you're extremely advanced spiritually. So the word ego is not the word that I use for this purpose because of that. It's operating self, and that just means it's kind of the autopilot part of yourself that gets everything done. It does all the legwork, goes through the motions in your life. So that's pretty important. That has to happen. Okay. The empowered self is the part of yourself that is present, the part of yourself that's aware, that knows your inner truth, the part of yourself that's wise. Everybody has a different level of connection and alignment with this part of themselves. But our goal is definitely to help that be more and more front and center and unencumbered and not covered up with a bunch of distractions and denial and avoidance, which is the state of it for most people most of the time. So transformation stage is where we deal with that. We identify those two parts of yourself and we help you kind of learn how to switch more into the empowered self. We help you take your operating self and transform it so that it's now ready to do the bidding, follow the orders from the empowered self, instead of running around trying to be in control of everything and using defense mechanisms and trying to avoid discomfort at all costs, and it's just rather insane. Okay, so phase 3 is vision. I've titled it A Life of Purpose Beyond 10 out of 10, because when you do this is very much like the life balance map. You take the life vision map, and you can also, of course, imagine, daydream, write, make up songs or a play or do paintings or collages. You can do anything you want to represent your vision. It's great to do it like that in some kind of right-brained, aesthetic, artistic way, because it helps it, because your empowered self really does come from more your right brain, less from your logical side of your brain, which is the left side. And your empowered self is definitely who you want doing your vision, not your problem-oriented, tunnel vision operating self. So you do that vision, and you just, this is one of my specialties, one of my strengths, is helping people see possibilities where they weren't seeing them before. You know, the sky is not the limit. There are really no limits. Everything and what you are and everything that is really infinite, and that helps to really start with that attitude and that mindset when you're doing the vision. You don't have to be limited by any kind of small stuff. Creation is phase 4, and creation is where we build the bridge from your current situation where you find yourself right now to the vision that you want to create. And there's a quote that I've had as an email signature for a little while from, I think it's from Confucius. I think so. That said something to the effect of, if you can't reach the goal, change the action steps. It's like, you're not going to give up your goal. It's not negotiable if it's your goal, if it's your vision, and it's what you really want. And you find out that it's not realistic, well, then you just change your action steps. You just figure out what it takes, what the steps are from where you are to that. Maybe they're crazy. Maybe there's a whole bunch of them. I mean, you know, maybe it's something you've never done before and it's outlandish, but so what? So that's it, goals and action steps. That's the creation stage, which is phase 4. And then phase 5, the last phase, is follow through. Practice, discipline. Making the vision real, making the transformation permanent. Permanent. I am not kidding around. So you really are going to make your vision real. I mean, I'm taking this very seriously. You're not just doing this as an exercise to make you feel better for a little while and then forget about it and go back to the old way. No. I'm talking about changing your life. I'm serious. That's what this is for. So, what did I write there? I'm sorry I have to use notes. Videos are intimidating to me. Action steps, evaluation, adjustment of goals as needed, and new action steps, repeat. So that's what the last stage is. It's practicing the empowered self. It's making sure that you really, really, are growing in your awareness and your recognition and your ability to get into your empowered self, to be coming from that space of awareness and presence. This is really a spiritual practice. I mean, this is what spiritual teachers talk about. They don't use the word empowered self usually. That's kind of a life coaching term that's come from my particular training. But this is spiritual work. So that's why I talk about having a spiritual focus. And, new action steps and goals. Goals, a lot of times you start working toward a goal and you learn things, and then you need to change your, you don't necessarily want the same goal anymore after you've learned certain things in the process of working toward that goal. That's fine. We can change the goal. We can change the action steps. We can, action steps are just whatever steps, the yellow brick road, it's whatever steps lead you to the goal. Every single thing that's between you and your goal. You can cover that ground somehow, and that's what an action step is. So it's doable, and I want to help you do it. Please go to evolutioncoach.com if you are ready to rock your life out in a totally new way. Thank you for listening. Take care.